Well, thank everybody for gathering with us here today. You know, we gathered today at what truly is considered to be the cradle of liberty in the Lone Star State. We're on hallowed ground where men and women, they put their lives on the line and they lost their lives for the ultimate cause of freedom for what turned out to be the Lone Star State, the greatest state in the United States. They fought for freedom. They fought for liberty. And that included the freedom to be able to carry a weapon. And they knew the reason why somebody needed to carry a weapon was far more than just to use it to kill game that they would eat. They knew as much as anybody the necessity of being able to carry a weapon for the purpose of defending yourself against attacks by others. That very same principle exists today. Just look at the ranchers who live in South Texas who are being invaded on a daily basis by people coming across the border. They need to have a gun to be able to defend themselves against cartels and gangs and other very dangerous people. There is a need for people to have a weapon to defend themselves in the Lone Star State. And when you consider that, you can understand why we are pushing back against this narrative across America, where people are saying from the federal level to the local level that Second Amendment rights are under assault, that government officials are saying, heck yes, government is coming to take your guns. Texas will not let that happen. Joining with me today are some very important people who ensured that all of these bills I'm about to sign got to my desk. They include Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, Speaker Dade Phelan, members of the Texas House and Texas Senate. We have some very special guests with us today who are very interested in this. One is the Executive Vice President for the NRA, Wayne LaPierre. We also have somebody with us that I presented a Medal of Honor to, a Medal for Courage here in the state of Texas. He is the quintessential example of a good guy with a gun. He was in a church at a time that a shooting broke out, and because of his swift action using his weapon, he was able to bring the shooter down immediately and save lives. His name is Jack Wilson. He's right here. This session, what the people behind me did, they built a complete barrier around gun rights in the state of Texas, and today I'm signing 7 laws that protect Second Amendment rights in the Lone Star State. Number 1 is probably the biggest and best of them all, and that is the constitutional carry right in the Lone Star State. Constitutional carry is now law in Texas. Next is a law that makes Texas a Second Amendment sanctuary state. This helps to shield Texas and Texans from overreaching federal government laws that we will not allow any Texan to enforce in the Lone Star State. You're doing some tidy work.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Texas is now a Second Amendment sanctuary state. Next, we are also preventing any government entity from prohibiting the sale or transportation of guns or ammo during a declared disaster. These yours? Yes, sir. I'll just give them to you right now that you're here. Thank you, ma'am. And we're also prohibiting any government entity from contracting with any business that discriminates against firearm and ammunition businesses and organizations like the NRA.
Governor, we'll take those.
Yours? Who else?
Right here, right behind you. Thank you.
There we go. Next is what I call holster choice. Texas eliminated the shoulder or belt holster requirement, allowing Texans to carry in whatever kind of holster they choose.
There you go.
Thank you. Who's with you?
I can't remember now.
Schaefer, aren't you?
Yeah, that one too.
There you go.
Here, yeah, thank you. You want this one as the one. That's the one. How about these two?
I think that's Hall and Holland and Nieder.
That's right.
Hall and Holland?
Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, sir. Those are.
Listen, we're not done yet.
Dave, you keep jumping.
Two more.
I'll get Bob's go.
So this is an interesting factoid. So this year, Texas passed 7 laws protecting gun ownership rights in Texas. Last session, we actually passed 10 laws protecting gun owner rights. And so the two sessions combined 17 laws passing gun rights in Texas. Surely there's no state in America that's ever done as much protecting gun rights in their state. This next law, it protects travelers who are traveling through the state of Texas, and it allows them to store firearms in their hotel rooms. There you go.
Thank you, sir.
Of course. Who's with you, Donna? A repeat offender.
Yes, sir. I like my guns.
We like Texas safety.
There you go. Thank you. You stay in a hotel room? This is now law in the Lone Star State. And last but not least, we passed a law that says any firearm suppressor made in Texas and stays in Texas will not be subject to federal law or federal regulations. Who's on this?
Tom Oliver.
Olives, there you go. Doctor, thank you. And who's the senator?
Again, repeat it.
There you go. There you go. Thank you.
We go, Drew.
Firearm suppressors are now protected by Texas law. I'm now going to open it up to other folks who are here at the podium with me, beginning with Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick.
Thank you, Governor. This would be a day that Travis and Bowie and Crockett would be proud. Governor, when we came in 2015, we've passed campus carry, open carry, constitutional carry, and again, more Second Amendment bills than any legislature in the country. We are a place where Texans will stand up and defend themselves, Jack, and defend others and save lives. You were a hero that day.
Thank you.
To all of you who are here in support of these bills, thank you. And to Matt Schaefer for your vision on 1927. To Senator Schwertner for 1927. And our Senators Springer and Campbell and Brandon Creighton, who are all here. As the NRA said, I believe, Wayne, this was an unprecedented, record-setting session for any state, not just Texas. Yes. And I want to thank the NRA, because without your help, we couldn't have gotten it done. 1927 is a model for the nation. Let's get the other 29 states to join the first 21 and get this done. And Governor, we have, where's Steve Williford? Right here. Steve, I couldn't see it. Get up here, Steve. Steve Williford, everyone. Another modern day Texas hero. Thanks, Steve.
Jack was blocking you on purpose.
I stand in his shadow.
Yes.
And now the Speaker of the Texas House, Dade Phelan.
Thank you, Governor. Again, appreciate your leadership on this issue, as always. This is a prolific day for the Second Amendment in the state of Texas. And it wouldn't have happened without these individuals behind us, the members of the Texas House and Texas Senate who did all the work, and for the grassroots, folks in this room.
That's right. Thank you.
NRA, Gun Owners in America, and other groups that were in constant contact with all of our offices to get all of these bills across the finish line. But particularly Matt Schaefer and Charles Swartner for 1927, which was a bill I joint authored years ago. And my only regret this session is I couldn't vote for these bills. Maybe I'll go enter my name in the journal before it's too late. But I would love to vote on these really monumental, prolific gun bills. And so, again, I'll save this for Davy Crockett when I run into him at some point.
One of these days.
One of these days. But thank you.
Thank you, Speaker. And now the Executive Vice President for the NRA, Wayne LaPierre.
I would just like to thank Governor Abbott, all the individual citizens all over Texas that came out to support this legislation, all the leaders in Texas and the legislature that led the way. Freedoms Americans really agree on overwhelmingly are their constitutional right to own a firearm and their right to defend themselves and their families. And it's an increasingly dangerous world. People want to be able to protect themselves, and thank God Texas is leading the way for the country in making that